And we're looking for decks that don't take cards out of the red-black decks or the blue-white control decks. So, we're going to try this list, which is practically Wesco's list from the PT. He went 7-3. The only difference is he had cast out over binding. Yes, I know binding's worse, but we need to cast out some more into blue-white deck, I think. And we have one forest over an Effer Hub. That's, again, significantly worse, but I think I would rather have the hubs in the red-black deck because of the triple casting costs. So, this is what we're going to try. I don't know much about the deck. PT just ended. He didn't really get any camera time. To my knowledge, he's not written an article, but maybe I've missed it. But overall, interested in giving it a try. I've really liked this card, and I've really liked this card for a long time. I think Johnny is better than people would imagine, especially in a format with Hazards and Phoenixes everywhere. And obviously, just like Walking Bliss is the nut. And it's a Llanowar Elf deck. Also, this deck doesn't get punished severely by the Chain Whirler, but does have some things. I wonder if I'm supposed to sideboard out Llanowar Elves versus red-black. Probably not, because that casting turn 2 Rishkar is just so, like, great. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hey, Duretti, what's up? I'm not keeping this. Sure, I'll keep this. I'm not happy about it, but I don't want to go to 5, and I don't think the first hand was just, I don't think it was keepable at all. So you said you've tested this deck a lot? Did you like it in the testing you did? In my eyes, I was thinking this deck was just going to be weak versus the other green decks, but I thought it might be reasonable versus blue-white and reasonable versus red-black. Oh, that kind of makes me happy. That was my fault. I don't know if they'll be accurate. Turn 3 Karn's pretty nice, if that's what he does have. Oh, really? Wow. That's surprising. And that was not turn 3 Karn, so he's playing that deck instead. I think I'd rather put the counters like this then. And let's just start doing the dirty with the fly. Really, the blue-white match is impossible. I figured just casting into Johnny post thingy would have been great. 3 Angel Sanctions main deck. That's fair. That card's great. So at the moment he can't even Crew Heart. He can now in fact Crew Heart. Is this a good draw? I'm still just going to attack here. Willing to use a Blossoming Defense on this if I need to survive the Heart of Kirin. I bring Dawn. That's fair. I always felt like if an Ajani ever resolved, like the game got pretty uncontrollable pretty fast, and with the 3 Snake Bros and the 2 Nissas, I was thinking we'd be able to resolve it. What is this that's coming towards us? I don't have to be worried about 8 damage, do I? I don't think I have to be worried about 8 damage. Yeah, I'm just not going to worry about 8 damage. By the way, I missed a point of damage because I forgot about Lyra giving +1/+1 to my angels. That was a silly goose thing to forget. We can pump both of these up now if we want. Probably not going to, though. Yeah, I missed a point of damage last turn, and I missed it giving the lifelink as well. So that was a pretty bad play mistake. Sure. Could just put my things up. I don't have to worry about dying if I put my things up, do I? So I would kill this, and I would gain like 1 billion. Yeah, I'm just fine with that, I think. I think going to 19 feels pretty safe there. Well, I was thinking that it would be hard for me to just... I was thinking, like, if they have a Llanowar Elf into a still thingy, into a Galta, like, the game just can't ever be won. Like, if they have a turn 3 or turn 4 Galta, I just feel like I lose every game, but I could be wrong. We only have the 3 answers to them in the main deck. Well, I guess we have these answers too, but, like, they're not fast enough if they turn 3 or whatever. But I guess we get to bring this stuff in, and maybe it gets a little better. So we're definitely going to at least bring... Not the Nissas. Get out of here, Nissas. We're going to at least bring these in. I think I'm going to bring you in too. You seem better than Jadelight Ranger. I don't know if I want these. I guess I want these two. Hey, Buttons, thanks for the auto host. Definitely going to dump that. Kind of want to dump at least some of these, if not all. I want to dump these two. I feel like we're the control deck. I don't know. These blossoming defenses aren't great, are they? Well, no, I guess the blossoming defenses get a little bit better because we know he's on the 5/5 dude. But I still don't think I need all 4 of them. I just don't want these in general, though. I will try this. This might be too many green removal spells. Yeah, definitely, they seem okay, but I definitely don't think I want to draw multiples. That's why I ended up with putting 2 out in the end. This hand, I guess it's keepable because of the Walking Ballista, but, like, it's not good. The Voice of Plenty, certainly not where you want to be. I kept this hand because we had this into this, but on the draw, maybe that's just too slow. It looks too slow. I guess I'm just going to let him play whatever he wants here. I think there's a lot of cards that are different between 4 and 5, so... I was wrong. Oh boy, was I wrong. And the game's over. I think we can scoop. I guess I won't because we hit, like, something. Maybe he can't crew this? I don't know. If he can crew, I'm willing to concede, so... You don't even have white mana to binding that? Well, you can definitely crew now. Alright. Well, that was quick and easy. You can come in now. The Naturalize can't be that bad, right? Between Heart of Kieran and stuff. What RPTQ did you say you were going to? I forgot. Adventurous Impulse. How many lands is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 23. Wildgrowth Walker. Seems like the similar to the ones that Zach Killen guy or whatever his name is was playing. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. This hand seems good. We've drawn double Voice of Plenty all 3 games. I'll go ahead and favorite that. Ooh. Still think I'm going to play this one. We draw a plains, we get to cast Dawnbringer. If we don't draw plains, we get to cast Chalet. Hey, Weekend Greek. Boom. Ronus is good. I'll tap it for this green. Yeah, the 4 servants and the 4 Llanowar elves and 3 Rishkars, like this deck's wanting to party. Why is this Llanowar elf so much cooler than mine? I thought I bought that Llanowar elf. Oh, rip, I didn't get the good Llanowar elf. Alright. That hurts. So I'm more likely to chump with the Llanowar elf than I am that, so... That's a heck of a quick clock. I did not look at that. I'm not sure what that list is. If he's attacking with both of those, he like almost assuredly has a blossoming defense, so I think I'm going to prevent 5 damage while we can. I don't think this Llanowar elf gets much better. Interesting. Kinda just want to play this. It leaves me with a blocker. I get to gain a lot of life. So I don't think it's very likely that he kills me and I still have a blocker. With 2 different lethal threats and a backup Voice of Plenty if he somehow survives this. That felt good enough to me. No Llanowar elf. Huh. Wildgrowth Walker. I really like the Wildgrowth Walker interaction. That might be where you go to beat red decks. So our opponent's not conceding, so apparently he might know something we don't. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, I said Greek, didn't I, instead of geek. My bad. My bad, friendo. I apologize. Man, our powerful Legend Flyer's doing powerful Legend Flyer things. Is Sky Sovereign an honorary angel? I apologize for screwing up your name. Legendary Angel, go. Wonder how you come to the conclusion for one Jade Light Ranger and one Brontodon in the main. I guess we keep this hand. Could just spin our tires and go nowhere, but I don't think you can really mulligan hands that look this strong. Oh god. We have a hand where we're probably going to spin our tires and do nothing versus something that shows me a blue-white card. I could turn into a Greek on the weekends. I mean, sometimes you just gotta party. Oh god, yeah, this hand is miserable for the test, too. We just have nothing going on. I'm literally going to slam 3 mana producers and hope they're good enough. I'm literally going to slam 4 mana producers and hope they're good enough. Werewolf transformation. You don't have settled or wreckage, you're going to get elf smacked, friend. Whew, whew, whew. Feels hot. Taste it. Taste the rainbow. Hey, that's a card that's not very good. I am not playing around Settle. Not with our motley crew of friends. I probably shouldn't play around Fumigate, but I'm going to. Yeah, the Pro Tour finals were definitely interesting. Maybe he won't have a counterspell, and then he'll be sad. Syncopate's a magic card. I think I'd rather play this. That's dumb. I need to play Binding, because if he has a negate for the Binding, we can still attack the fairy. You know, odd / interesting. I don't know what the 1 damage from the Llanowar Elf mattered. I don't quite understand that. Yeah, it's really good versus those decks. I think anybody's going to deny that. Guess he needs to counterspell this, so I'll go ahead and let him. Because if I let him, that means he can't use a pull or a glimmer. That's a lot of mana. Oh, he cast Approach. He's an Approach deck. Well. Yes, we cycle to begin our turn because we hit another Blossoming Defense, we win. We did not hit another Blossoming Defense. Since he's approached, I'm just going to go ahead and cast that one too. Alright, I did not expect him to be an approach deck. 6 Mythics, including a foil, and a Mox Amber and a Karn. What was your full Mythic? Because that sounds great. What's the chances that he has 3 different answers? I guess if it's not settled, he's not going to beat the 2. Maybe I was supposed to attack with them all? Oh, he's got a second one. That's not great. Oh, I messed up. I should have cast Binding on this. I'm so stupid. Motani? That's still not terrible. It's a sweet EDH card. I sold one of those for like $4.50 on TCG Player this morning. Yeah, I messed up. I should have definitely cast a Binding on this. That was a play mistake. Alright, so he's Approach. I did not play that game well. I did not deserve to win. So Brad Nelson played Approach, right? So I'm just going to assume everybody copies Brad Nelson decks. And I feel like I can look into the psyche of Brad Nelson. And I'm going to guess that if Brad played Approach, he didn't play many Fumigates. I'm going to say he played... like 1 or 2. Hey, Sparrow, thank you. What we got here? No, it definitely was not supposed to win that game. Yeah, some money for a coffee. Yes, that's fair. We do have a Starbucks where I live now. Still think I won all of these. I don't think I want to sideboard out Walking Ballistas versus a deck that's going to be casting Settled Wreckages. I personally hate vehicles versus these type of decks. Everybody tells me I'm wrong, but I still hate them. What's not good here? Things like Lyra and Sky Sovereign, I guess? We just want to be fast into the ground? Because that depends on what creatures he's playing, right? I do in fact not drink coffee. These protect from Settle, so I don't think I want to get rid of them. Get rid of 1 defense. I don't want to get rid of the defense. Defense is sweet. Definitely want these, definitely want these. Maybe I don't want all the bindings. I don't take out a defense. I don't know if it's right. Hey, Zetman, what's up? Yep, I don't drink caffeine. No caffeine, no alcohol, no cigarettes. No premarital sex. The 3rd one's not by choice. Wait. The 4th one's not by choice. The last one's not by choice. I think these decks don't play a whole lot of Fumigates anymore. I think they play like 1 or 2. Typically. And we already have Heroic Intervention. Hey, white mana. Right on time, friend. I'm a reasonable human being, you mean? If by monk you mean a reasonable human being. Huh. Tends to be that effect. But homie, bro, I'll tap you for the greens. You know, I almost clicked done there. Sure. Goodbye, mana. You'll be missed. Maybe I'm supposed to play greedy there and play the Voice of Plenty. I'll cast Voice of Plenty pre-combat, I guess. Getting things done, and we're getting them done fast. No, opponent had a fumigate. Yeah, he must have droned the fumigate, though, or he wouldn't have wasted a disallow on the Voice of Plenty. That's a Teferi, bro. Dude. Why you cast Teferi, bro? Same play we made last turn. If he counterspells it, he will never have access to them again. Wah, 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 wah. Assume one of these is going to my hand. We're getting Silhouette. That's reasonable too. We sideboarded out the double white cards, so I held the Scatter Groves to Sackle. No! Homie Bear. Walking Ballista's going to do the dirty this game. JK. I don't think I can attack because I think I need to kill this before he puts a counter on it. Yeah, I need to kill that before he puts a counter on it. No, that was stupid, actually. I'm not playing well. That was just dumb of me, in general. I did not need to kill that before he put a counter on it. I am playing terrible. Oh wow, he pressed F6. Well, that's fun. It never stops. Never stops coming. Don't you have it? Tap double white first? That's a bad sign. Where's our Planeswalkers at? That's all we need to finish this game. Planeswalker o'clock. You'll never kill my Voice of Plenty if I play the second Voice of Plenty and they give each other hexproof. Never. I messed up there. I should have cast this Voice of Plenty. What is this? You're tapping mana. Stop it. Boo. Oh, you're going to get that back. That's not fun. Fucking Ballista, please. I don't like how I played this game. I think I could have been in a lot better shape had I played this game more reasonably. Yeah, I didn't play this game well. Oh, Brad has Glimmer? That's interesting. I think Glimmer is certainly better in approach than pull. He put both cards on top, so I think it's reasonable for me to just concede. But I'm not going to. I think I got maybe too reactive. Maybe I want all the blossoming defenses. Maybe I want none of them. Who knows? Could be anything. I don't think I played this game well either. Alright. If I don't resolve a relevant spell this turn, I will scoop to that. Well, that thing's relevant, I guess, so. If he counterspells it, we will concede. I wonder if this game was winnable if I'd played better. Still don't think I like those. Still don't think I like those. Maybe these are okay, but don't feel like I want any of these. Definitely want all of you. Definitely want you. Definitely want you. Definitely want you. Undecided. 100%. 100%. I think I just want most of this stuff. Just gonna leave it how it was. I can see an argument for taking another blossoming defense down, but I really feel like this deck's just gonna get its pressure by attacking a lot early. This hand's a keep. Oh boy, this hand's a keep. Hopefully he doesn't have a seal away. Because if he doesn't have a seal away, this hand is the nutters. Yes, technically Blink does the same thing, but just playing mono green aggro at this point. I love it. Stop looking at my stream, PP. Quit it. Just mulligan. Go to 4. I'm drawing everything I need. This hand looks good versus a green-white deck. Black-red rat deck, did you play Claim and Fame in it? Because that entertains me and interests me. Probably not, but maybe. If that's what it takes to beat the blue-white decks, then yeah, sure. I register anything. I'm a wild and crazy man. Sure would like to draw a blossoming defense. Fortunately, I sideboarded some of those out. Come on, defense. Huh, huh. Oh, sometimes it's too easy being cheesy. Sometimes it's too easy being cheesy. Take it. I suspiciously left a Llanowar untapped. What could I ever have, friend? You can cast Blossoming Defense on yourself. The heroic effect in the other game I play lets you target yourself if you want. Which is sweet. It's like really sweet. Opponent? You have to counterspell this. Do you have one? That's unfortunate. Continue. He's probably got something for one of these at this point. Wait! He silhouetted his own thing to gain life. That's crazy. Hardcore fan. Alright, let's read this. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. So you're trying to tell me, if I ultimate this, and you cast Settle, I get to draw a bunch of cards? That seems good. I like that. If I draw a Voice of Plenty too, you're just dead, so. He couldn't disallow it because he's just dead if he does. I think I'm just attacking with everything. Maybe I'm not attacking with everything. Just attacking with everything, ain't I? No, we're not. Attacking with these two. Seeing what we draw. Attacking with these two. Keeping our other bro back. I want to get settled too, but I don't want to let him settle all three of them. I agree with you about wanting to be settled. I think like this is like a pretty good follow-up to settle. We have a naturalize now in case he just has a cast out or something. We have a heroic intervention in case he has a fumigate. Teferi would be good here, but like it wouldn't be the end of the world. It's actually not that bad for me if he's doing it like that. I think I'm just going to cast this for a bunch. I don't know, is there any reason to cast it for a bunch? You can't heroic intervention a settle if that's what you're asking. You can only do this versus fumigate. So we were protected versus fumigates and cast outs and silhouettes, but we weren't protected versus a Teferi. We know we're drawing a Shepherd next turn, so oh, to give it hexproof. Yeah, I wasn't really worried about giving it hexproof. Because, like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm really far ahead. Maybe I'm not as far ahead as I think I am, but, like, I think I'm super far ahead right now. Now, I just want to, like, would he have been dead? Did I miss lethal or something? If I missed lethal, then it was a mistake. I don't know if it would have gave me lethal. I didn't do the math. To be honest, I didn't even think about the play. Kind of forgot that it done that. It was just dumb of me. Alright, cool. I think this position's better than if I couldn't actually do 9, but I did. That should have crossed my mind. I should have thought about it. So even if he has an approach now and goes to 15, I think we win. Settle would suck. Kind of want him to disallow here. I don't really want to put this in combat. Oh, it gives enchantments hexproof? Permanence you control gives... Oh, wow, it gives everything. Alright, so he's done. I guess he's decided that I'm not going to play around anything, but I was only going to attack with the Shepherd, and I was going to cast a Binding on his cast out. I should have cast a Binding pre-combat, though. No, I guess that doesn't matter too much. Huh. Alright, well, we beat green, we beat approach. I don't know how good approach is. I mean, Brad played it, so like maybe I'm just wrong about it, but I feel like approach isn't great. And I love approach. Yeah, the cat snake felt sweet. I think we made the right choice with Danissa too. Maybe we didn't make the right choice with Danissa, but like ultimating before he settled felt really, really good. Hey, we're playing versus Maddie. We'll keep. This hand seems good. Obviously would like to draw another land or two. That's fair. Rob's giving me grief because I keep saying he doesn't test. My bad for not knowing what really bad Magic cards do. But yeah, you're right. I should know what the cards do. But that's why I am testing. If I'm going to give people shit, I have to learn to take the shit, so I can't even complain. Yeah, there is one Jade Light Ranger in this deck, brother. This is a Craig Wasco creation, and I'm not saying he's wrong. He is an obvious master at this type of deck. I was mentioning earlier that I find it interesting, and I wonder, you know, like, I wonder what the thought process was and what the testing process was that come up with one Brontodon plus one Ranger in the main deck. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying things like that just seem super interesting to me. Like, I just love thinking about that. Like how did this happen? You know, like I'm not trying to imply it was wrong or anything. I have no idea, but it just feels like wow, you had to put a lot of work in to come up with that. He could have, but like, couldn't he have just played 2 of one of them? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not implying it's wrong at all. Like I don't want it to sound like I'm insulting him. I'm just. Like, I've never been on a team that tests like that, so, like, it just kind of, like, boggles my mind down, like, how people come to those types of conclusions. Like, how much testing does someone have to do to realize that's right? Oh, wow. Well. Well. That, changes things drastically. I don't really want to throw a binding out on the scrap heap, but I feel like my next 2 turns are like kind of covered. Playing a binding on the scrap heap just feels like I'm asking to lose though. But like if I pass the turn here and next turn I cast this to kill the scrap heap and he just has an abrade, it feels like I'm gonna get too far behind. Or if I cast a Lyra and he has a murder bolt, it feels like I'm just gonna get too far behind. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. It's going to feel bad when he plays like a Phoenix or something this turn, but... Alright, it doesn't feel bad if he does that. I'm playing this one first because, again, I'm trying to play around Brontodon, or trying to play around a Murder Boat a little bit, but maybe I'm trying to play around something like that too much. Ooh, that felt like a good draw. Don't want to just die to Murder Boat. He's got some type of removal. Boom. That's what we want to see. Because if he has a Murder Boat, it's gonna get used on this. Yeah, that was a good binding. Alright, well he just didn't have a Murder Boat, and it looks like Lyra was safe the entire time. Hexproof, throw your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Definitely want this. I'm such a goofball. I love myself. Hope you guys love me too. I think I'm going to start with bringing in these. I'm going to get rid of this to begin with. This says destroy, right? Why won't you highlight? Come on, dog. I want to see this card. Thank you. My preview window or something's not working. I can't zoom into cards. Why can I not zoom in cards? Sorry, this has to be investigated. Does it work over here? So something's bugged with the zoom, or one of my keys have gotten changed or something? I don't even... Z. Why did my zoom get changed? It won't let me change it back to my mouse key either. That's weird. Yeah, but did it work out better than like a cast out would have? I don't know. Anyway, back to sideboarding. I wasted a lot of time. I actually don't think Sky Sovereigns are very good in this match, even though we saw what just happened. I think they're going to have 4 Braves and 4 Murder Boats, and that's a lot of mana to commit to something that can't block the turn it comes into play. I'm really thinking about these Llanowar Elves. Like, is Chain Whirler so good that Llanowar Elf isn't? I normally side out cards like Rishkar on the draw, but maybe you just don't in this deck. I think I'm going to try to side them out anyway. I don't know, I guess I just don't want to side them out. Side out some damn Llanowar Elves is what I'm going to side out. I'll bring you into. I sideboarded out my Llanowar Elves. I think I'll bring them back in on the play like Doretti said. Keep this. The fact that the Llanowar Elf doesn't do a whole lot, especially on the draw. Yeah, that's the question. I don't think that'll be answered with a 5-game sample size. It's just something that, if I had more time, definitely would be trying to figure out. That's fair. It's really good versus Scarab God decks as well. I almost want to block here. I feel like I'm just not really ramping to anything. I'm not going to, though. Huh. I kind of just want to binding this. Rip. Goodbye, our friend. You'll be missed. So if we had a cast out that turn, I don't think I would have played the Fop to Arrest. I think I'd have played around like a Glorybringer or something. But we don't, so let's just keep on partying on. Turned out that it worked out well for us. Bum, 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 bum. That's good here. I guess that's good here too. Boom. Do we get a land? I guess I'll keep this land. We need lands at this point. Chandra's gonna hurt. I get a Chain Whirler. That's not fair. You get a Chain Whirler. Boo, opponent. Boo. You can't hit Chain Whirlers. I think we're getting to the point where we're going to have to play a defenseless Dawnbringer and just hope. Oh, wow. Well, we're probably not getting close to that point if he's doing that. What do you do? I think I just want to cast this. No Murder Bolt, please? Okay, having used 2 spells isn't the greatest thing, but covers eyes. No, not that. That's good. Stop playing good spells, friend. We're down to 5 life. We need you not to. Oh, that's kind of interesting too. This could end up being very bad for me, right? Like, it's easy for me to drop the 2 here. Thought about playing to Johnny and just minusing on that, but assume he's gonna just kill me now because he's got this and this. I'll make him click the button. It looks like I chose poorly. I was getting pretty close to dying anyway, though, because of the kicker. Well, I thought things were going great that game, and then we lost pretty easily. I think I want to try these on the draw or on the play. Let's shave some of these. I don't know what else to shave. Is it possible just to shave all the walking ballistas? Johnny can kill. Johnny's an exile effect, so it can kill Hazards and Phoenixes. That seems relevant. It's really slow, but like our deck's chock full of mana producers. I think I'm going to shave a couple of blossoming defenses because the only card in the entire decks that I really want to protect are these, and we'll probably draw one by the time we're getting to those. If it wasn't an exile effect, it would snap be gone. It could just be the 2 walking ballistas. Maybe the walking ballistas aren't good enough. Yeah, maybe the walking ballistas aren't good enough. He's not showed us any Kenras or Beaumonts yet, so like maybe walking ballista's just not great. I wonder if I can ever bring in Heroic Intervention here. Nah. Our 24 land deck, though. With quotation mark 7 mana producers. Maybe these are actually okay here, too. Nah. They probably are, actually, but I'm just not worried about it. This hand's not keepable, I don't think. Alright, we can keep this one. I guess I'll put it on the bottom because we don't know if we're going to hit the 3rd land. I think we win that last game if we hit our turn 5 land on like turn 5 or 6. I think we had a turn or 2 to hit it. Kind of just want to play this. It makes him need something kind of specific to kill it. If he does, he's kind of taking off a large part of his turn. Got punished. Had no idea if we were going to draw the land though, so. So he has 5 cards in his hand, and we effectively have 2, and one of our 2 cards isn't great. I didn't know the red-black decks played Fight with Fire over Murder Boat. It's probably going to be good enough for me to Fop to Arrest. I don't really want to. Alright. So now we need to draw a Lyra. Rip. You're right, that is probably what it is. Six cards in hand, Tyre basically won at this point. We drew double we mulliganed on the play, and we've drawn double the lands as him. That is not positive things. I still think we can win the game if we just draw a Lyra, though. I'm going to block here if he lets me. He did not let me. So if nothing else, this at least saved us 3 damage to hold it back. Lyra? One time. It is in fact a Lyra. Now we just need to draw another Voice of Plenty. We're definitely going to put a hashtag Oasis into that Lyra next turn. That's going to be fun. I am 110% not blocking. I don't think so. I think it's a favorite, but what do I know? It's just 110% not blocking there ever. So you're going to attack for 9, but we're going to gain 8. Alright, I think we're going to have to draw something. We'll play this in case we draw a Johnny. So this is going to put us at 15. If he's got 6 points of direct damage in his hand, he beats us, but I guess I'm going to take that risk because I'd rather have a Blossoming defense to try to save us. Not excited about what's happening to us right now. That's a Phoenix. That's not good either, is it? Alright. Well then. And the Lyra can at least gain us 5 life, but I don't think that's enough. So I think we're dead. All he has to do is have basically any one card and we're dead here. Could have been arguable that I should have used the Blossoming defense to go up to... we'd have still been dead. On the positive note is he's already saw us use instant speed removal, so he may play around a Skywheeler shot or something, and if he does, he could get himself killed. Yeah, well, we're probably just dead, but I feel like this is all we can do. Any removal spell kills us. Any removal spell on this basically kills us. I feel like killing this one's probably better because this one can't attack next turn. Either of them died to him just playing another Chain Whirler. We still just die if he has another Fight with Fire or something for this. But we're not just dead, so at least that's something. We're playing to our outs. We could draw like a Johnny and kill Rekindling Phoenix here, or an Ixalan's Binding, or a Fopter Arrest, or a Baffling End, assuming he doesn't kill Lyra, and we still have a chance. So we have like a ton of outs to keep playing, assuming he doesn't have, you know, a second Phoenix, or a way to kill the Lyra. He's got 4 cards in hand, though. We know they're not lands. So I assume he's got something pretty spiffy. Like about 1,000,000 things kill us. Maybe I should have left a Johnny back this time. Oh well, he doesn't want me to gain life. Alright, GG. I guess I should have... Well, keeping the Johnny back doesn't change a whole lot. Another removal spell still kills us. sorry, Jeffrey. I think it's Jeffrey, right? Jeffrey Lee, maybe. Jefferson Lee, maybe. I'm bad with names. I have to go look on Twitter. Ah, Jefferson Lee. I was close. Thought we had like very little chance to draw. That was your first PT, wasn't it? It was still really cool to get to go. Maybe you'll place the draw experience from. I'm sure your next time your next one will be a lot better. Yeah, it's hard to match Twitch names to Twitter names a lot of the times. I thought that's who it was, though. Yeah, I can understand that, man. Especially with that many red decks there. I feel like that'd be an easy way for me to get set off. It's really sweet, though. Did you have fun? Besides the actual, you know, losing, was it like a fun event at least? Kind of hope he. Oh, all right. I think I want to play this one. No, I don't. I want to play this one. That way I can get one of those into play next turn. Yeah, that's pretty rough. But you made day 2 on your first PT, which is really sweet. There's not a lot of people that get to say that, I don't think. That's just really, really cool. No blossoming defense, homie? No blossoming defense. Nice. Really glad. That's what I hope if I ever qualify for one. I hope it's just get to meet a lot of people and a lot of cool stuff like that. That's what I want out of it. Don't think I'll never be a tier 1 player. I just want to go, say I've been there, get to, like, you know, maybe get some signatures on a play mat. Stuff like that. Well, this is pretty neat. Start with this one because it gives our Sky Sovereign hexproof. Yeah, I'm playing Wesco's list with like 1 or 2 changes. I have no idea if they make the deck considerably worse. I changed, what was it? 4 cards because I'm attempting to see if I can fit it into a PTQ list. Alright, so yeah, the instant speed cast out, that's fine. I don't think we lost a lot by that. Next turn we can still just play both of these. And still attack for some. Yeah, this is pretty much Wesco's list. I was thinking it might work in a PTQ set or RPTQ setup. I'm liking how it looks so far. Oh wow, Fumigates from the Night deck? I did not expect that. Did anybody else expect that? Alright, well we keep you. Apparently I don't know what our opponent's playing, so. I didn't expect that. Angel of Sanctions, Brontodons, 2 Settles, 2 Fumigates. Wow. It's gonna be a rough one. Huh. Histories. This deck's sweet. Kinda wanna just offer him to Jade Light Ranger. feel like he's more of an aggressor than I am. I really just feel like whichever one of us plays the first Planeswalker is going to win, but what do I know? Oh wow, that knight's nice. And the Brontodon's nice too. There's another Sky Sovereign though. That has to do something. I like both of these green decks. They're both sweet. Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and crew here. It does, but he might have to sack it. It's just kind of what we're hoping for because I really wanted the Harvester more. Was my thought process there. If I had extra land, but like you never know if you're going to draw that extra land, so I don't really want to play for the Blossoming Defense forever. Could have just took the damage that turn, but that was like a lot of damage, and he could have sacked it anyway, so. Another Brontodon. Ugh. Ha! Got him. Alright, I want to draw a second creature now. That's not a second creature. That's also not a second creature. So keep playing these because of a Johnny. We might want to play spells with the turn. I would love to draw a creature there. Yeah, one of us has to draw a pretty impactful spell at some point. Yeah, Brontodon's sweet. Johnny's what's needed to take over the game, though. That's not a Johnny, but... it is a good one. So he can use this on this to stop me from getting back Sky Sovereign, but I don't know. It might not be worth it, I'm not sure. But because of additional Brontodons and a Johnny's and cast outs, I'm going to go ahead and just gain 3 life. I'll probably try to gain 6 life next turn, maybe. Oh, the history is a good one. Us drawing another land is not a good one. His deck does play Sillaways. So, like, constantly tapping this isn't great, but... I mean, if we don't draw anything ever, what do we do? It's not a mirror. He's playing green-white knights, and we're playing like green-white mid-range. They're both green-white mid-range decks, but he's got Fumigates and Settles, like Angel Sanctions. And at the moment, all we have is one little Effort Spear Harvester that could. Again, just playing the land because we have a Johnny's in our deck and we may need the mana post using it. But we're not doing great so far in terms of racing. Still feel like the first one of us that draws a Planeswalker wins. That card was actually an excellent draw. Think that draw is good enough for me not to attack this turn. What tokens? Yeah, he's got Silhouettes. I'm not going to attack this turn. I'm just going to stay on defense. Yeah, Scout Sovereign's been great. I don't think he has any instant speed ways to make all this bad. Oh, gosh. I hear that's what they call a good draw. I don't have to attack. Like, I don't think there's a draw in his deck that lets him attack. Again, I'm going to play around Silhouette of this and just kill one of his knights here. This also plays around Fumigate, or not Fumigate, Settle. Doesn't play around Fumigate, but I'm fine with that. Can't be settled as long as we have Voice of Plenty in play. So if opponent doesn't hit something this turn, we win. Yep. I may have misspoke. Silhouette was the main card I've been trying to play around. Which is why I didn't attack on the turn before. Because if he'd Silhouette this on the turn before, we were dead on board. Well, maybe we wasn't dead. But yeah, Silhouette's the big thing. Huh. I don't know how to get sideboard here. I definitely want this. He's a Fumigate deck, so I guess we want these. Kinda want Nissa's. Nissa's don't feel very good though. Angel Sanctions is going to be a problem. Wow, they have Fleet Rail Cruiser in their sideboard. That's pretty hot. Don't know, Jeffrey. This is our fourth match. We lost to Red-Black. This deck definitely seems like going big, I agree. Still think I want to keep the Jade Light Ranger in this match. Whoops. That was not the right button. I want every card in my deck, I think. That's concerning to me if I want every card in my deck. I will shave one of you. Actually, I guess I don't want Walking Ballistas. They're not very... They don't seem great here. Maybe I can shave a second Blossoming Defense because the Heroic Intervention kind of doubles as one. So they have 26 lands in their deck. I don't know who Rob was, but yeah, it was a fairly close match. Try this. I feel like whoever draws a Johnny first is just going to be significantly ahead. So I don't want to get rid of any of our mana producers. They don't play Llanowar Elves, so like maybe our Walking Ballista's not even good. I don't know. This hand seems great. Great to get fumigated. These Rishkars have been outstanding this league as well. Oh yeah, it felt pretty close. Wonder if he would block. I don't even think I want him to block. And History of Benali is so good. People claim that card's not good. People high. You think I should have played Harvester? I feel like I'm the control deck. I just want to get the mana ready. I could be wrong. Now what can we do? We can cast a Binding. That doesn't feel like it does much. Seems like it's better than not playing anything, though. He missed a land drop. He's just binding this. I don't think I want to binding that, though, because it seems like it's just too good. If he like kills it. And at the moment he doesn't even have good attacks, so that Scavenging Ground seems like it's coming back to bite him. If that was just a colored source, I feel like he'd be in a lot better shape. JK. The attacks, I feel like that means he's got to cast out, which we don't care about because of the defenses. Wow. That feels great. A Johnny. Alright, that's probably going to his graveyard since he's already missed a land drop. You seem like a good draw. I just start attacking now? Alright. Well, they do have 26 lands, and they missed on a land drop. So, they missed on land drop 4, so that helped a lot. I still don't feel like they're in bad shape. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's just start turning crap sideways, see how they like it. Definitely doing this. I think I'm just going to attack with all three of these and see what kind of weird blocks he lines up and then make decisions. Be willing to let this one die. I don't think so. I feel like this is going to get double blocked and I'm not going to trade it 1 for 1 and I'm just going to cast this. Yeah, I could consider. I mean, if he ignores Brontodon, there's a good chance that I sack it this turn, which is why I don't mind to attack with it either. I want to see what type of blocks and stuff he makes. If he just does like 2 double blocks, I'm going to pull him out with the 2 blossoming defenses, I think. I feel like we just have a lot of options this way. If I used a Rishkar pre-combat just to put counters on things, then I feel like I have to save the Rishkar. And I don't know if I'm going to want to save it. Like, he could just like trade these and then I would just rather have a Rishkar, right? I don't know if I care if it kills 2 things. I do feel like I need to get the game over with, though. I don't know how badly I want to put the counter on this thing either, though, considering that his deck's got 4 Brontodons in the main, and like 3 cast outs or 4 cast outs or something. Angel of Sanctions is something I gotta worry about, though, so I don't think I want to use all the blossoming defenses. Our opponent DC'd, by the way, so it might take a while for Miguel GG to get back. Say Matt 3-2 with mono red. That mono red deck didn't seem good to me. The guy went one second. Alright, anyway, sorry about that. I got distracted by a tweet. And I got so distracted I don't even know what I was saying prior. Wow. I really have no idea what I was talking about. Guess that's not news. I rarely know what I'm talking about, so. Was definitely, I was not hating on him, the mono red deck. He went 6-3-1 in Swiss, and like, in the top 8 matches, we saw a lot of people get mana screwed, like missing the 4th and 5th land drops versus him, or like mulliganing to 5. So the deck itself, sure, it went 9-3-1 at the Pro Tour, but just with the sample size of the match we saw, it just didn't seem like it was close to as good as red-black. Alright, now I have to make a decision about this Rishkar and this Thrashing Brontodon. I think I am now willing to play the Rish. I'll have to choose which one to keep first. Okay, sure. What do I think about Brontodon? I think it's worth killing that. Yeah, they grouped the games really weird too. If you also notice, like, Owen Turtenwald's, his exact 75 as Owens. One of them's called Mono Black and one of them's called, one of them's called Midrange and one of them's called Aggro. It's just really weird. But anyway, because of how we played this, we're technically presenting Leaf Wolf to Blossoming defenses. What is this thing? Alright, so he's going to kill this and die. That's fine. Sure. It's really hard to tell how things did. Go Harvester. I like how we played that game. Hey, and we've locked up a pity chest at the minimum, which is sweet. I like the Edel's deck too, but there's just no way that you can make enough changes to Edel's deck to be played with blue-white. One of the problems is, like, it seems like Walking Ballista is important in blue-white sideboards now. Like, most of the good players seem like they were using them. And if we put Walking Ballistas in that, we couldn't have Walking Ballistas in this or Snakes. But I think that's the sacrifice we're going to have to make, and we're just not going to be able to play Walking Ballista in the blue-white deck. Not entirely sure about that. I'm liking this deck so far, though. Wish I had more time with it. If the Cavs win tonight, we'll probably come back and play this at midnight. If they lose tonight, we'll probably come back and play an arena stream. So it's another green deck. Our hand's very mana heavy, but we have 24 lands and 8 mana producers, so I still think it's a pretty solid keep, even though, like, theoretically we might not do anything this game. I think I can let that stick around because he can't draw a card this turn. And then next turn I can try to put a counter on it with Rishkar and kill the Glint. Feel like that seems okay? I don't know if him getting that extra energy matters from the attack or me taking the 2 damage. It feels like this match could be a nightmare match. Ooh, now that's a tough one. But I think we just have to let it. I think our mana's way too needy to, like, just not do that at this moment. That may not be accurate. We know he has a Contempt in his hand. He's just drew it from this, so could kill this. He's probably got a Sir Choops or something by now anyway. Wonder if it's ever okay to block then. Like, do we think this Rish card will do anything? If he's giving me the option, I probably shouldn't take it. Might make him waste his turn, and in which case we can just play the other Rish. Or he may have to contempt the Ballista or something. I don't know. No, he had a Chupacabra. Rip. That's disappointing. And not hitting the land's disappointing too, because now when we miss this land drop, he knows that it's safe to use Contempt. Not missing that land drop would have been swell. I think if he plays like a Gear Hulk, the game's just over. I'm willing to take another 4 and try. I feel like he's just going to kill Rish, though. I feel like he's nearly priced into killing it. He saw us miss a land drop. That Rish is worth 2 mana. How can you not kill it? You just have to, right? Wow. Legitimately feel like opponent's slow rolling there. I don't know what other play he could have that he's even considering. Alright, I guess I'm going to play this one then. Forces him to get the Contempt out of his hand, and like maybe Voice of Plenty in the Dawnbringer can get us back into the game if we draw land. He's going to have to Contempt if we do this, though. Prevent a little bit of damage. Yeah, it's not a land, so... If he has Stone Nothing, maybe just drawing a Dawnbringer next turn's enough? It's been a while since I played the Mono Black, and the builds I played I don't think were any good. I like the deck, but the build I played I think was just like really, really bad. I would like to retry it playing the Tulio Jande or the Willie Edel type build. Okay, so we're just dead anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just dead anyway, unless he makes a mistake. All he has to do is attack with this. We can't block because of the Menace, but... Or, you know, like any removal spell, any Walking Ballista, any Viridus Gear Hulk. All of those cards win, and we're also just dead on board. Alright. Pretty savage. Let's see. Definitely want this thing again. I guess we want all of these things again, too. Can get rid of Bro. Shave one of these on the draw, but I don't know if they're good. I might cut these as well. We brought in cheaper alternatives. I don't know what else to take out. Like, I like all of this stuff. I think Willie Edel's build might be good, though. I don't want all this stuff in then. Maybe that's just too much. I'll get rid of this. I guess it doesn't target a lot of things. Yeah, they drew a bunch of good removal that game, and we missed on our lands. I feel like if we just hit the lands, the removal might not have mattered. Also, maybe I played bad. Maybe I'm just supposed to block the first 4/3 Jade Light Ranger, or maybe I'm supposed to kill it with Walking Ballista. Like, both of those seem reasonable to me. I might have played in a manner that relied on hitting the land way too much. Like, I may have just not played that game well. I guess completely reasonable to me that I didn't play that game well. Because we had a couple of different blocking options, and I chose not to take them either time because I thought our hand was so strong. But if we don't get lands, we don't get to deploy our hand, and so I could have just been wrong. Fully willing to believe that. I saw Craig Westcott say that he would definitely have a third Thopter Arrest in the deck. Wonder if I'm allowed to take out Llanowar Elf in this match. I like the idea of just losing to half of Walking Ballista. I feel like Llanowar Elf's so strong on the play, though, because of the Rishkars. Alright, let's play... Can't keep this hand. Another mulligan. We'll keep this hand. It's fine. Some of these hands, when you like don't draw your elves and stuff, just the deck just looks really, really bad in those situations. Like every hand that we've mulliganed, like our next hands just looked unplayable because I think card count matters a lot in this deck. Where we have so many cards that are kind of brickish. Like, not completely brickish, but, you know, brickish. There's an argument that I could have kept that Thopter Arrest, because if he just has a snake on 2, I'm probably going to lose, but... I'm playing aggressive, because playing aggressive's fun. And if he just kills the Servant, we can't play any card in our hand, so... This card's bad. Standby's bad, but I bet it looks really cool foil. So if he doesn't have a removal spell, we can just cast Voice of Plenty next turn, which can't be that bad. If he does have a removal spell, we can at least play this. This can't be that bad, right? Like, he can't even kill it for a turn. And then when I cast our second Voice of Plenty, everything has hexproof. I'm going to keep making that joke, by the way, till somebody thinks I don't realize they're actually legends. And then, oh boy, will I be embarrassed. So he's going to be able to start drawing immediately. Actually, wasn't a bad draw. I mean, it wasn't a good draw, but it gives me something to do with this. Or something to do with all my mana, I should say. Just going to attack for 4. Like, they have to kill this thing, and then we just have another one, so... The problem is it's so easy for them to kill it. Like, there's just natural curve of Chupacabra can kill it. Like, they don't have to try. And that's sick. And that's also sick. Can kill this, though, if he attacks them both, so... I guess at least that's good. Red Rover, untapped land on over. Maybe I shouldn't have cast this because now I can't Lyra. So if I double block here, I'm going to lose both of my things. He's not going to be able to draw a card. And if he happens to have Blossoming Defense, I get nothing out of it. Plus, I think it's just better if I draw a 6 land to leave them untapped. I don't even have to draw a 6 land. I could just leave this untapped. I don't think it's worth casting that. I don't think it's worth casting that. Maybe we just have to. We're like really far behind now. Can't take that big of a hit next turn though, and if he just has Virtus Gearhulk, we lose. If I cast it, I have to tick down on it, and I have to like tick down on the Winding Constrictor. Is that a game we win? I honestly just don't know if that's a game we win. I don't think we win by attacking either, though. Guess we could just attack with these two. These three. Yeah, okay. Figured out what I'm doing. This puts him in a spot where he may need to block. I don't think I care to trade my do-nothing with his do-nothing. And even if he has a Gearhulk next turn, I survive with having this and this back. And then we theoretically would be lethal in the air. Assuming he doesn't, if he doesn't block, I mean, and just like goes for like the big play. I'm also going to bluff my dick off on a Blossoming Defense this time. Oh wow, he doesn't want the extra card. That confuses me. Look at me, I'm bluffing. I have a Blossoming Defense to untap my Hashtag Oasis. That never works, by the way. Just never works. Alright, so the Voice of Plenty is theoretically lethal. To see what our opponent has. The bluff that's not really a bluff. Woo! Woo! If he doesn't have a removal spell, the Voice of Plenty is just going to give him plenty. It's going to give him plenty of the business. Plenty of the business. He doesn't seem to be giving up. That's probably bad for us that he's not giving up. It's probably real bad for us that he's not giving up. Opponent, I'm afraid of Nary a ghost. Is Maddie still on? He is. Still on mono red, it looks like, too. The longer my opponent takes on this turn, the more I feel like this Voice of Plenty is just getting ready to crush. Um, I'm a pessimistic human being, so I always think worst case. Just generally always assume they have it. All right, that does not stop you from being defeated. So you got 2 lands that time. But there are 2 pretty distinctive snake lists at the moment. One of them has quite a bit more removal in it, and then there's the Jeff Cunningham build. But I can't tell a difference in their popularity. So I just always assume worst case. Well, that's good for me, and I'm certainly not blocking. What could opponent have? Nothing. He's dead on board. That was a long time to be dead on board. Double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. You have no mana. Did I miss anything? I did not. More Magic to be played. Alright, so we know he's playing a content build with Choopies. We've saw all of that. Feel like Land of World's considerably worse on the draw, but like maybe it's still good enough. I feel like this card might actually just be good. Maybe these aren't good enough. I think I'm gonna leave the servants in. I think I'm just gonna bring in another blossoming defense too. I really feel like just protecting these wins games. Alright. One match to decide whether we get the pity trophy or we get a nice little $20-ish profit. What will happen? Who knows? This hand's fine. I mean, it's a fine keep. It's not a great hand. We're gonna have to draw more lands. We don't have any answer to a snake, and that's a huge problem. But there's only 3 answers to a snake on turn 2 in this entire deck, so it's not like we can mulligan to those. We do, however, have a Walking Ballista, which can stop an early Llanowar Elf, maybe, or even potentially stop a Glint Siphoner if he has one of those on turn 2. Or maybe we're supposed to just play the Walking Ballista on turn 3 anyway, to stop like a Jade Light Ranger, I don't know. To see how the context of the game goes, I guess. I'm more likely just to play the Servant. Guess if I drew land, maybe not. For my first 2 draw steps. Yeah, we keep. That's not a land. Oh, ended up not even getting an option. Play the only one that's reasonable to play. As a Rishkar, we can at least kill this, but like the Rishkar itself still going to be hard to beat. Okay. That's unfortunate. Is it bad that I just don't want to play Brontodon? I kind of just want to pass turn. If I play Brontodon, then he kills it and untaps and plays a Gear Hulk. We take like a massive amount of damage and we can't ever kill the Gear Hulk. How badly do we care / play around the Gear Hulk though? I'm just passing. He didn't do anything on 3. Well, severely punished. He didn't have the mana. Just gonna make the same play again. If I bought into doing it the first time, I gotta keep doing it the second time, right? If I play Harvester instead, I have to take a large hit, and then I'll be able to only kill 1 on the following turn, and I have to take a large hit the next turn as well. Feels like it's better just to wait and try to, what the hell? Did he legitimately just play that for 2? How did he just play that for 2? Does that scream ghosting? That screams ghosting, right? To just do that for 2? He had extra mana and he just didn't spend it on anything. That screams ghosting. What the hell? I'm legitimately just stone confused. Yeah, well, I guess we have to play Dawnbringer. If he's got another, he's got another. Should I might not just not play Dawnbringer. I may just play this Eversphere Harvester. That way we can at least gain 3 life if he has a removal spell or something. I do not believe our opponent's playing fair, by the way. Just want to get that out there. I mean, would you do that? Why wouldn't you just untap and then use the mana when you untap? Because the Lyra does nothing. It doesn't have haste or anything. Guess I'd rather kill this one. I'm highly willing to believe he has that card, but that play doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Even if he does have the card. That's kind of a good card here, isn't it? A lot of things that beat us now. Double removal spell beats us. I guess there's not a lot of things that beat us. That's a good one. That was going to cause problems, but it doesn't quote-unquote beat us. Let's see if he plays around Lyra. He didn't. He just made the best attack for this particular turn. Yeah, he had a Gear Hulk. Wouldn't he have just played it? Because what if I never have a Lyra? And as we see, he's not had it. I attack for 4, I go to 9, I have a blocker. And I don't die. Like, I'd rather attack with this than block, right? Because this may not get the block anyway. What does this lose to, though? So this would put me at 9. Blocking would technically put me at 14. These would put me at 4. So I die to Vraska's Contempt on his own bro. But if he has Vraska's Contempt, he kills my blocker and I die anyway? What else do I lose to? I don't lose anything else, do I? I lose to another Gear Hulk. I'm not beating another Gear Hulk either, though. So I can't beat a Vraska's Contempt. I can't beat another Gear Hulk either way. Yeah, I'm just attacking then. Sure. I mean, I feel like he is, but I'm kind of playing face up. I don't really have anything, so I don't think if he is that it changes anything. I would be shocked if he isn't. Like he's not played any other card to even get that's even showed us an option of something to do on that particular turn, so. But, you know, hey, if he wants to ghost badly enough, if he needs the money that bad, I'm not that upset about it. What do you do? 3 or less. You do nothing here. Alright. So if I attack for 6, I go to 15. I die to any removal spell, but I die to any removal spell anyway. Not attacking lets me beat a walking ballista. So right now I'm just trying to think of things I can beat if I don't attack. So if I don't attack, I could theoretically beat a walking ballista. What else could I beat? Can't beat a removal spell either way. Baffling End doesn't do anything either way. I think I pass. There's no draw I can get that lets me win into attacks, so that's not a relevant consideration, I don't think. I mean, technically a Walking Ballista would, but he's certainly going to make me block with this if he didn't have anything else, so just untapping and getting a Walking Ballista would be one shy. So I'm thinking about the deck list right now. It's the first time we played the deck. I'm trying to think of if there's anything that I'm forgetting about in the deck list that could alter whether it's right to attack or not. I'm pretty sure I don't attack. That's like what I'm leaning towards, but I'm just trying to double check. Yeah, I don't attack. We're dead to a removal spell either way, so we can ignore all the removal spells. And we just pass turn, I guess. There's good things we could draw here, too, and still be very live. Again, a Johnny would be good. Thopter Arrest would be good. Another Shalai would be good. A Plains isn't good, but we're going to go ahead and play it because of the Johnnies. Well, we sideboarded the Johnnies out. So that's less good things then. Snake doesn't change anything. Actually, I think the Land of War Elf may change something. Because now I can block you and just take 10. No, it still just doesn't change anything, does it? Feels like we're waiting to lose, though. So we block you, take 10. We go back to 5. And we attack again. And you just have 1,000,000 damage. I guess I just have to pass. I didn't expect the game to come down to like this. Like a Johnny would be the breaker right here. You had to land again. Alright, that one is enough for me to attack. That's a second chump blocker for Ravenous Chupacabra. So that means he has to hit something or we survive. So 1, 2, 3. He can only do it for 4. So we're probably just going to prevent 5 damage here. So we're not dead to a snake. So we attack again, go to 11. And a removal spell would kill us, but he's not had a removal spell up to this point. Sure, a removal spell wouldn't kill us, right? Yeah, a removal spell would still kill us, but that's fine. We're just going to go to 11. I'm going to give him less opportunities to win. Hey, Kimmin. You picked an interesting time to show up. The game's either over or lost in this one turn. We've died to a Walking Ballista now, but we couldn't just wait infinite turns anymore, I don't think. I think we just had to risk it at this point. If he hasn't answered a Lyra, like we're obviously dead. And if he doesn't, we obviously win. Did you get it? No. All right. So I'm pretty sure our opponent ghosted and still lost, so he should feel bad. I'm pretty sure he ghosted and still lost. By the way, if he put a second counter on that Walking Ballista, I think he wins this game. But he may not. Oh, well, we went 4-1. The green-black match felt miserable, though. God, that snake match did not feel good. The red-black deck felt close. The blue-white felt close. The other green-white decks, it felt like we were at a strong advantage. Is he? I don't see him. And like I said, if he is, I'm not that worried about it. I don't really need the tickets, so yeah, if somebody needs it bad enough to ghost, good job, hope they get it. Craig Wesco said his experience versus red wasn't great. I think he said he went 3-2 versus red, but 4-1 versus non-red or something. And I'm sure I sideboarded poorly. I think he'll probably do an article on it, though. The deck felt pretty strong. I was a fan of it. Was definitely a fan of this deck. But you shouldn't leave. I need the viewer count. If you're going to ghost, at least throw us a follow and hang out in chat so it looks like I'm a relevant human being. But anyway, we're going to hop off here. I appreciate all you guys for coming out and watching. I'm going to go rest my back a little bit for the Cavs game. If the Cavs win, we'll probably be back for like a midnight-ish stream that we'll probably run this deck again. If the Cavs lose, we'll probably be back for a midnight-ish stream, and we'll probably soak our sorrows playing MTG Arena. Sorry that you showed up so late, mate. But it's been a long day. Like I woke up and watched the entire Pro Tour, and I just want to get a little bit of rest in before I got to watch the Cavs game because cheering at the top of my lungs takes a lot of energy out. But we will host Matthew Folks, the best standard player in the world. Take care, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by.